It's a Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight it's time to get brutal again as we welcome back Brutal Realm with their Kickstarter successfully back. They are just hours away from starting production on their Muscle Mommy action figure. And the other ones too, Cronin and Croman and General Grimskull, and all of those too. We've also, pivoting really quickly, we'll also be joined by some of the biggest names of the toy community. We've got David Bonner stopping by, 1/6 Shooter, and Artman Customs will be joining us tonight. It's going to be a wild ride, so settle in, and Machu, cue that intro. Oh, hey, Machu. Oh,
hey.
Did you get an extra one for me? Oh, we're on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side. Hold on. Switch.
Oh, wait.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Did you get an extra box for me? Oh, thank you. We haven't done this in a while.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm very excited for this, and I got a whole, and I've got my me figure here, so maybe we'll do a little kit bashing as the night goes on. Anyway, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and it is episode 84 of Between Two Sentinels. Again, you guys have no one to blame but yourselves for us being here. 16 episodes away from hitting that 100, if my maths correctly. Well,
yeah,
makes sense. So, but I'm Jay Shot, and this is Machu Toy, and
ahoy, ahoy.
Between two sentinels at this point. I don't even know what's going on. How are you, my friend?
I'm excited. I mean, like, these look good.
Yeah.
I took them out of the box.
Took them out of the box, right?
Yeah.
You cheated?
You have your own Kevin Owens figure that looks like you. I have to wait for this Kickstarter to finish so I can
start making stuff.
Yeah, so I can use that con head.
What did we end up calling you last week? The Maturian?
I don't know. I don't remember.
All right. Last week. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Machu Khan?
Machu Khan? I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know.
Didn't you also get your turtle set?
I got all kinds of stuff this week. I've got too much stuff. Look at this.
Okay, that's a little scary. Hold on, let me get a bigger window.
This is what Matt sees before we go live. I'm just like, it's Wednesday,
that is exactly what I see.
That is exactly what you see.
Just waiting to get queued up.
Everyone backstage is looking at the ridiculousness that is us. Yes, you dropped this off for me, which I am super excited about. I of course haven't had a chance to open it, but this is awesome. And if it's anything like the Vacation Bebop and Rocksteady, the paint colors look incredible. I also got lucky and found, speaking of being brutal, the Triceraton Barbarian. So I picked him up.
He looks like he's wearing a diaper.
He is. Well, he's about to get brutal. And the Rat King, which I'm also excited about. He looks really good.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been an expensive week. And I got one other thing that is quite possibly the most ridiculous TMNT crossover with another company, and that is the Dr. Squatch Cowabunga Cleanse soap, which I don't know why. I had to. I got it. And it is heavy on the basil, I'll tell you that. So if you want to smell like pizza, do this. But at least you'll be clean. So, go cleanliness.
What did I say in the chat?
I don't know, but you said it was a departure from what I normally smell like, that I smell like pizza. But anyway, something like that.
I don't know if it was a departure. No, I'm kidding.
It's a heavy pizza smell. Anyway, Trevor with the hashtag Go Cleanliness. We should give these out at the next. We'll give them out at Legion's Con.
You can. Aren't those
sponsor us?
Those are pricey bars of soap, aren't they?
Maybe they'll sponsor us. So
we'll try.
Oh my god, KJ. What'd you get besides this awesome 2-pack?
I also got that 4-pack.
You did? The turtle?
The turtle 4-pack, yeah.
Nice.
And what else did I get? I got a bunch of wrestling stuff, and I managed to find that lowrider, which has Rey Mysterio on it, but I'm just gonna put Eddie Guerrero on it. So that's another vehicle in my collection that it's just taking up so much space now with all these vehicles.
You
I need
got
to
a
make
garage.
I need a
and
garage.
you got a garage and a zoo. So
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
So
uh,
let's. How about we check in with the chat since we have
you
so
want
many people
we have
backstage?
so many people backstage, and it could just feel them looking at us.
Yeah.
All right, we got Steve Morrow checking in saying this is going to be a gosh darn good show, and then of course he sets us up with everybody's working for the Wednesday. Do the Brad Pitt dance. Josh Brown is here saying let's get brutal. Dom hitting us with the hello there. Looks like we got Henrock, we got Paul Morales is here. Bat Force Grumps is in the house. We got NJ Tree stopping by. 796 Studio saying you congrats to the brutal team. Crushed that goal on unlocks. They
Hell yeah.
did. It's incredible. Grib Spectre is here saying brutal. We got NYC Toy Junkie saying good evening, gentlemen. Collector 425 is here. We're saying what's up, fellas. Let's see. Josh Brown also got his Sentinels, and so did Bat Force. So there you go. Nico is Sentinel less.
Oh,
We should start a GoFundMe for that. Nobody should be Sentinel less.
Isn't there somebody that we know who has an abundance of them? We'll try to get
I think
him
he
one.
sold them. I think he sold them all, but I'm
All
sure
of
we can
them
track
already?
some down. Yeah, he
Okay.
went. Yeah. So Dom is here. He says, I can confirm that's what J Shot looks like in the green room. KJ Smith, your comment is amazing, but I will not put it up. We got Jurassic Jester is here. Nico saying between two squatches. Squatch is just a fun word to say. Rick says soap is a good idea for nerds, but they'll just collect them. That's true. You're being inbox soap collector. That's terrible. We've just got John is here. And let's see. We got Wicked Fat Collectibles. Who else? And Rick Jones. I think that's everybody. So, should we just bring everybody in? There's a ton of people. There's a ton of talent backstage.
All right.
Ton of talent. So, all right, who are you gonna bring in first?
All right. Let's bring in.
Well, there we go. Artman Customs. Nico, what is up, my friend?
Nothing much. Just very excited to be here. Happy to finally get the invite. You know, it's a little better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's a long time coming. It's a long time coming.
But I appreciate it.
But yeah, dude, we're excited to have you. And I can't believe it's your first time here. That's crazy to me. You haven't been here before, but
he's a busy man.
He is. He's
got a lot of work.
Got a lot of work
everywhere now.
Yeah, it's got to feel pretty good though.
Definitely does.
Good.
It's hard work pays off, everybody. You know.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Let's see who else we got. We got Jason coming in. He is Grim Spectre. So there we go. That has been solved. Jason, first and foremost, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you and the team. And
thank you. We can't thank everybody who supported us enough. Like, you're making our dreams come true.
Well, I mean, you put out a good product, and everything that we were seeing and everything you talked about before on the show, just about listening to people. I think that makes a huge difference. So we're excited for figures. Some more than others, maybe. I don't know.
I'm excited for them.
It was hard to keep up. Like, I think I changed my pledge like 3 or 4 times.
Dude.
Yeah.
Because
Same.
So many things kept getting unlocked, dude.
Well, people were requesting different things, and then we got a lot of like comments, and we're like, somebody paint that European barbarian's head red. Make him Irish. So we were like, okay, Celtic. There we go. And James was like, all right, man, we're gonna make a Celtic dude out of the European barbarian. I was like, sweet. I said he needs all these things. I was like, wait, we can't do that. We don't have time. I'm like, okay. I said, all right, he's definitely gonna have to have blue war paint. He has to have blue war paint, and in the belt buckle, it's got to be a cool Celtic symbol. And so I listed one. He's like, it's too much detail. And then he listed 3 of them. I said the Triskelion. You got to have the Triskelion. I don't know how to say it. Triskelion.
Don't look at me. I'm terrible. At
It's the swirl, the 3 swirls. One up here, one down here, and one over here. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, it's got to be that one. So yeah, we went with that, and of course he's using a reusable axe, but I mean the axe is badass. We have our boy Del Fuyan. He designed it for us for Cronin. So it's a badass axe.
That's awesome.
But yeah. So anyway, my point was you had to change your tangents.
My pledge.
Again.
Your pledges so many times, and I did too, because we just kept like answering. Like people were wanting that freaking Alpac, the 3-pack Alpac. I'm like, I said we got to do the 3 colors. He's like, man, we can't do 3 colors. It's the paint. I'm like, I said, okay, later we're gonna do 3 colors later. We're gonna do like a gold, a white, a pure all white, and gold, white, brown. No, red, like a red owl. So nice. Or orangish. Anyway, I got this in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got mine in today as well.
Actually, I got 2 of them. One to keep in the box. But I didn't get my freaking Sentinels. God damn it! I went to go and pre-order them, and they were already sold out. And I'm a freaking pulse. Or
you and me both. You and me both.
It was tough because we were also in Comic-Con while we were.
Oh yeah, when that went up.
Yeah. So, I just have to make a custom with my with our brutal body.
Iron Man. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh.
We have a secret weapon. We have a secret weapon.
I'm gonna change my pledge again, aren't I?
No. It's our brutal body without the muscles. It's our blank, so it looks like very square-ish.
Oh.
And we have lots of cool ideas. Lots of cool ideas with that.
All right. Well, we're here for it, obviously. But I want to also bring in the rest of our people sitting backstage here before we get too far along. Trevor 16 Shooter is here. Welcome, sir. Welcome back.
What's up, guys? What's going on? Yeah, thanks. I've been on several times, I believe.
Several times, yes, he has.
By my count.
Trevor, sorry, man. I was running my suck and just kept you back there.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I'm opening stuff and looking at all the crap that I haven't opened.
I'm just swimming in stuff I haven't opened. It's
oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's terrible. But we've also got first time to the show. We've also got David Vonner here. Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh. He's thinking technical difficulties.
All right.
There you go.
Yo,
there he is.
I think I'm on crazy delay.
Okay. Yeah. You want to jump out and come back in?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Well, we promise we'll still be here. We'll promise we'll still
Wait a minute. Hold on. How about now? Am I coming back?
We
a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you press the max? You pressed the.
You're at max headroom level now. Like you're a little.
Right.
It's a little choppy, but it's not bad.
I'll be back.
All right. We'll be here. We've also got a lot of people who jumped in here. We've got Brick Something is here. We've got No Chewing is here, and don't forget, obviously, to go check out the TPC Top 10 and the Toy Daddies. That will be starting probably about an hour or so. But you're here with us. Don't go anywhere. Promise. We told David we weren't going anywhere, so don't leave. Jurassic Jester's also getting a Muscle Mama, so there you go. And we've also got this very generous super hat from the Toy Migos.
Thank you.
Saying, "What's up, my dudes? Let's get brutal, Nico." There you go. Big shout outs for Nico.
Nico got brutal really early.
I think that very brutal, very early.
How early and how brutal did you get, Nico?
Nico, how long ago was it, man?
I don't, was it? I know it was last year, but I don't remember exactly when I got brought on.
It was a Christmas, not last year, not last year. It wasn't it the Christmas? No.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing. I remember many moons ago, even before like the prototypes were ready, I think. Brutal Realm hit me up and was like, "Hey, what do you think about joining us and doing some prototypes?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then like dead silence.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I ghosted a little bit. I'm not, it is what it is. And then a year passed by, and I was, and then you guys hit me up again. I was like, oh, they came back.
You know that silence. That silence was waiting
Working.
for our initial, our first. Well, actually, I take that back. Our second 3D artist to complete the body, the first 1.0 body.
Oh,
That's what that silence was.
Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a while ago. And then yeah, it might have been Christmas or like January-ish, December, January. With the previous one. So yeah, it's been a while.
What ended up being the first thing you painted for them for Brutal Realm together?
The first one was Ogun. That was the
Ogun,
first one
okay.
that I did. That's how they got me. You know, I was like, wait a minute. You said I'm gonna be painting who now? What's he look like? Man, I don't even know any more information.
The colors you picked are just like popping. I don't know if you got the chance to see the latest render from our 3D artist.
Yeah.
Is it up on the Kickstarter?
It's up on the Kickstarter, and it's on. We posted it on IG earlier.
All right.
By we, I mean James. He does all the posting.
let me pull that up.
And hopefully James will join us a little bit later. But yeah, I think this is. Oh, Machi, you got it? I had it too.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
This is the latest one. Yeah,
when Nico painted the figure, it was like it blew our minds, and then he painted the shield, and he made the eye effects, like glowing eye effects he painted on the shield, and we were just like, oh my god.
Yeah, that looks so good.
Dude, you're so talented, man. I can't sing your praises high enough, man, or loud enough.
Yeah, it helps that it was like such a fun project and something that I like connected to so well. You know?
Yeah.
There was passion behind it. It wasn't just a job.
Yeah.
And so seeing the 2.0, very excited.
Oh man.
Start assembling that one.
Did you are you assembling it yet?
I'm still painting some of the overlay parts, and then I have to. I think just the shins I need to paint in the base skin tone.
Okay.
But it's all like in my paint station.
Yeah.
Put it together. So
nice.
This weekend maybe we'll have something to show.
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
Nice.
Sweet.
But yeah.
And then once you painted the original 1.0 body, that went down to Trevor to shoot. Is that how that happened?
No, it was I did the first Ogun, the 1.0
Okay.
Ogun, right? And then I moved on to Crowman, right? It was Crowman that was next. And that one had like some slight tweaks to the formula, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I did that one. Painting. Listen, that tattoo on his chest, amazing. Like I love the design. Boy, was that difficult. For me to paint. But
you did an awesome job on it, man.
Yeah, you know, I tried my best. But and then after Crowman, I ended up doing was it Cronin?
Yep, Cronin.
Yeah, Cronin. And then after I'd finished Cronin, I put them all together.
Okay.
Did little tweaks here and there, and then sent them out to Trevor.
Yeah, you did some major tweaks on them, especially those shoulders.
Yeah, you know, it's part of the process. You know, we were all learning. It was a learning exercise. But hey, it's awesome now. and
yeah.
the picture,
oh man,
you would never. Trevor's picks, you would never even know.
You would never know.
You would never know.
Trevor worked his magic those pictures, man. Good lord.
I was gonna say, Macho, I got Trevor's picture pulled up here for the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I'll add that to the stage. I mean,
everything he touches turns to gold.
Yeah. That
I feel like you know that this is a
Well, the
Trevor
stuff
shot
you see
without
anyway.
even knowing. It's
Yeah,
a Trevor
right.
shot.
Yeah, this is a great. I love this figure. This is the first one I picked up too, Nico. So like, it really like, it's got a great look. I mean, I know there was a lot of tweaks on it since then. Size of the head, you know, are different sculpts and everything, but it's a good looking figure, man. Even in its rough shape of you know, your 1.0 body.
Yeah.
I was gonna
it's
tricky,
it looks awesome,
but fun.
Yeah, definitely tricky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Trevor, you've talked about shooting, you know, either prototypes or, you know, pieces like this before that aren't final. how did this compare to, you know, doing some of the other stuff? I'll try to stall while you cough. It's fine.
Sorry. Wrong pipe.
Yeah.
How did it compare? I mean, there's been worse. That there's definitely there's been worse. Yeah. I mean, these guys are at least like beefy, you know what I mean? So like kind of, I mean, the top heaviness is a little tricky, but at least the joints are staying together, you know what I mean, for the most part. So they did pretty good. I think Cronin might have been the toughest one for some reason. I don't remember. I think it was that shoulder piece. I was trying to keep that. It was, you know.
Yeah, their shoulders were jacked.
It's a prototype. But yeah, no, I mean they weren't too bad. They weren't too bad. There's, you know, need a little sticky tack here and there and some stands and things like that. But
yeah. I remember seeing them and like worrying. I was like, oh, what if he thinks I'm a hack? Like, you know, that was some stress. A little bit of stress.
Not at all. No,
what is
they look beautiful,
right?
Yeah. Oh, I had like the most insane imposter syndrome. it was unbelievable.
We all get that.
Still do, time to time, but you know, we're getting there.
And David, I mean, you've been involved in it. Feels like this from the beginning, and we've been seeing your name a lot, obviously around other Kickstarters. But I mean, and your deep history just in the toy culture in general. What was it like, kind of getting involved with Jason and James, and then seeing Trevor come aboard?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say thank you to all the fans, man. Like, you guys, the community just really came together, and this is like really a dream come true. You really pat yourselves, give yourselves a round of applause, because to me, like, you know, everywhere, you know, I preached that, you know, Hasbro and places that, you know, collectors are more than just collectors, right? Like there's photographers, there's customizers, you know, there's model makers and painters and stuff. And, you know, my 3C philosophy is, you know, collectability, connectability, and customization. So I always think of the customizer in mind. And this whole thing, this team is, to me, my dream team. You know what I mean? Like having, you know, just all these various backgrounds just come together, you know, for this. Like, you know, I've said it before with 1/6 shooter, like, man, that shot you made, man, like I would have to go through so many levels of approval just to get you on board as a vendor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I know. And it would take so much time. And, you know, Artman Customs, I mean, the brilliant job you did with painting these figures, and it shows. I mean, it shows. And again, it would be, I would have to go through hoops and hoops to try to bring you on board, you know, and or just to have you on a type of project like this. And if someone else, I'll be quite honest with you, was doing this, you know, it didn't have your mind and your soul behind that, it wouldn't have came out the way it did. You know what I'm saying? And if it would have went by someone who didn't have my mind and my soul and my background, it wouldn't have came out the way that it did. So, I mean, you just like completely nailed it. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone, you know, and how I got on board was like, I just saw, you know, I saw their stuff on Instagram, and I was just like, damn, like that is exactly how Master of the Universe is in my mind. Like as we've matured, you know what I mean? They shouldn't still continue to look like Filmation or the old material. Like they should look like, I thought the Four Horsemen was taking it there, and it just never really got to that peak. Just never got there. You know, so when I saw, you know, what they were doing, I immediately, you know, loved the style, but also too, I'm a big proponent of independent creators, you know, and the independent movement, you know, with customizers and painters and photographers and, you know, videographers, everything, because yeah, you know, like Odious is a prime example. You know what I mean? Like the community came with that, and you know, I mean, you guys all know. y'all know.
We all have our Odious.
That's beautiful. Look at that. Oh man. That is.
So we should wait. Everybody hold up their Odious, and somebody send a screenshot to Wade. Tell him to watch.
That is dope. That is super dope. That is cool as hell. So, and that was a labor of love, and I love not only like what Odious was, you know, and what Odious is and what it's about, but how everyone can take it and make him their own, you know, and that's what we do. You know, like when the moment you see that toy, whatever it is, or whatever that is on the shelf, or however it was presented to you, it's imprinted on your brain, it's imprinted on your soul. You know what I mean? Which is one reason why we're still loving all this stuff from the 80s, which is really impacted at a point where we were developing and all that stuff. I mean, it just really stained our brain. So, you know, with all of that, it's just really dope to be a part of. And I love, you know, Jason and James' approach. I mean, they really worked tirelessly on this, you know, and they really put together a strong team, you know, all the way around, and they constantly improve. So, and it's very familiar to how I work, you know, with my teams, like particularly at Toy Biz and everything. I mean, we were just like boots on the ground, scrappy, and I just love the scrappiness approach that this line really took. And actually not only the origin of the scrappiness, but just this whole Kickstarter was just scrappy. Like everyone thought we was against the ropes. And I kept telling the guys, I was like, look, man, just like, hey, man, it's going to, like, even if there is no failure at this point, you know, there is no failure. I mean, this is nothing but success. So let's just, you know, be patient, you know, keep pushing it, keep appearing on stuff, keep talking about it. And then all of a sudden the gas just went metal to the metal.
It went crazy. I mean, it was pretty impressive to see, right? I think you guys were under 100K, and then the big bad hit, and then all of a sudden it's just been like nonstop from there.
Even before that, because it was like it was a very tough start. You guys started around Comic-Con, right? That was That was
it was a week,
right there.
a week before.
It was a HasLab. It was a HasLab that happened.
Yeah.
You know, it was Comic-Con. McFarlane kicked off his thing. I mean, I'm telling
the perfect storm of competition right there, man.
It was a lot going on. But you know, we were tenacious. Everyone, all of you guys were just tenacious with this whole thing, and then, you know, we all showed up. The community showed up. You know, even if it was through Big Bad Toy Story, and like that's what I just loved, man, because it was like that's what we want. If you build it, they will come. You know, and it just so happens that, you know, for whatever reason or whatever brand or whatever era, we just been disappointed. We just never really got, you know, what we wanted. So this is almost like a love letter to the disappointment, and the fan support is validating that love letter.
Yeah, I can see that, and it you know, goes back to what you were talking earlier, just about like kind of this scrappiness and the art of this community, bringing everybody together to make what they want, right? If you're not, there's two paths, right? If you're not getting what you want, you can either complain about it and hope for change, or you can just go out and do it like you guys did. And you know, obviously, it's something that affects the rest of the community because they showed up, like you said. I mean, currently sitting at 923 backers, $335,793 with 27 hours to go. You got my pledge in there. You got Machu's in there. D Blake says he got his pledge in today. So there you go. Let's see. We also got somebody said it before that the only downside is that OK Figure says Brutal World was all of a sudden destroying my world. So, you know,
we're getting brutal. It's going to be real brutal.
Seriously, I was like, oh, I'm gonna just, you know, buy a couple figures, maybe 2 or 3, and then all those figures unlocked after the big bad numbers hit, and then it just snowballed from there, like just plowing through each tier.
You know, it's funny you say that, because the entire time, you know what I thought about was when I did Marvel Universe, and everyone and their mother was like, this sucks, you're replacing Marvel Legends. And then once like the second wave hit, like the year 2, that's when it snowballed. And that's why it's like nothing can be felt as a bigger failure than having like the Marvel community turn on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stings in a personal way. But also to come back from that, it's like you find the resilience and you pass that on to the team. You know what I mean? And you know, the strength is already there. We just had to keep believing that, you know, it was gonna come true. And then bam, James started smiling. That's why he's smiling now. That's what did it in. You know what I'm saying? He started smiling. That took him over the edge, man. It was like the last drink. That darkness in his soul went out the window. His cheeks started out rosy and shit. You know, his teeth started shining with the little ding, and he just went over the top.
It was funny because all three of us were on a conference call. You, Vonner, me, and James, and you had asked James, "Hey, did you get any email from Big Bad Toy Store yet?" And James was like, "No, I haven't seen it." I'm like, "Wait, you didn't check the email this morning? He sent us an email this morning." He's like, "No, go ahead and read it." And I read it, and he's like, "Should I put the orders in now? The orders are this much." And we were like, "What?" And then James was like, "Wow, okay, oh my god, the conference call's done." I mean, we were only on.
He started smiling. And was like, "Yo, I'm about to like pass out."
Yeah,
like he just
Cheshire cat.
Like his head literally did that shit, the emoji shit. Like it was real time. It really happened.
It's great. I want to thank John for his very generous $5 super hat saying, "Amen, brother. Cut and gut, bind and grind." Sorry, Jason, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but want to make sure we shout the.
Yeah, no, go ahead. That's cool.
Thanks, so we got a couple. Yeah, we got a couple of people here saying some legends up in here.
Nice.
What's up, Kev?
You got OK Figures says, "Much respect to Mr. Vonner for all you've done in the community for years." Amen to that. Amen.
But you know what? Thank you, but I gotta salute Jason. You know, homeboy served this country. You know, I don't know if you guys did too, but you know, thank you for that. And that's another reason why Brutal Realm grinds the way it does. Like, it's no way I can not say no to this dude. You know what I'm saying? And I know whatever task he's going to take. Like, homeboy turned into one of the best engineers I ever worked with. I mean, literally, and that's saying something. I mean, you're one of the. Man. I mean, you. These figures are so engineeringly sound. The way that they're developed. I mean, like it's really just handing it over and just bake it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like these things are beautiful, the fluid, the articulation, the size. I mean, you see how they are compared to, you know, all the other figures. I mean, it's like it's going to be a mess out there. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be some meetings and some boardrooms where they're like, "Hey, something's got to stop."
Yeah, and we had talked about how amazing they move. I mean, we don't have them in hands, but just what you were showing us, and just the mentality too of what was it, Mayfex articulation
Bane. That's right.
At Marvel Legends prices, which was just an amazing way to put that.
When he said it moves like Bane from Mafex, I was just like, "Got me, you got me." Now I'm in. At first I wasn't in. Now I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, at first we were thinking just like the 5 points of articulation, making them 5.5 inches, and James, that's what James wanted to do. I mean, because you know, tooling is freaking expensive when you get to each individual part. Yeah. And I was like, "Man, brother, if we go in like right now, we need to go in with like everything, and then later we make the 5.5 inch as a you know, as a salute, as a you know, thank you, He-Man, for the inspiration." And we show off, you know, Crowman as a 5.5 inch, 5 points of articulation, or 6 point, whatever it's going to be. Then we do it later, but now we got to come in with like everything. He's like, "All right, man. All right. Okay, cool." So yeah. And it's, I mean, like the whole
I think I would definitely buy that 5 points after like this whole thing. 'Cause now I have an attachment to these figures.
Exactly.
So like,
but I mean, would you really? I mean, come on, this is between two Sentinels. Come on, when you saw how big them bad boys were, you know how.
I'm saying after.
You know, after. If it's not 6 inch, don't even bother. Don't even bother. You know. So they had to come correct.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know, and then it was like, I mean, even I was like, I had to clutch my pearls. I was like, wait a minute, is this too much beef? Like, we're no longer talking about where's the beef. Is this too much beef?
Just go all in.
And that's what they did. And that's what got us. That's what got us.
Yep.
And for the record, 5.5 inches is a very respectable size. I'm just, let's be honest. All right?
Some would say too much,
All right. We did have a question here from No Chewing asking, any chance for more Asian figures in the line? Machu has claimed to Machu Con. So I know that you were talking about just how reinventing or repurposing different heads and stuff. What are you thinking here?
Oh yes, definitely. We have many Asian cultures to represent in the line, and not just Asian cultures. I mean, a lot of other different cultures, African cultures, and North American, or the whole continent of America, South America, North America. Definitely representing a bunch of different cultures.
Yeah, the cool thing is that also they're pulling a lot from different mythologies, from different regions. And then, we've just been inundated like with Norse and Greek and Roman, but man, like when you start getting into like, the Hindu gods and all that stuff, or, just different African gods, going to Aboriginal stuff, like, I mean, it really broadens up at that point.
Yeah.
And not only just with, the humanoid type of characters, but also too the other, because I saw a comment like, it's about sword and sorcery, but where's the sorcery? We can really start to get into that in a way where it's not like maybe so over the top, but we can definitely start creeping that way to getting, to that level, because the stories are just so broad, it's so much that
so much. It's really, the history is so rich in lore and like mythology, and a lot of people know like the Norse mythology and the Greek mythology, and even Egyptian mythology and their gods and stuff. And so, and we kind of wanted to stay away from those areas and bring about the other lesser known, the Yoruba mythology of Ogun or Ogun. I had no idea who he was. I had no idea of their deities, and James was like, here, this is the dude. Here's what he is. Here's what he does. Here's what the culture believes in. And I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Yes, we got to do it. So
and like to piggyback on that, it's like that's what drew me in. Like I'm a 23-year-old dude, so I'm young. No attachment. I had zero attachment to He-Man. Watching Revelation was the first time I ever encountered it. So I didn't have that like base of, oh, it's like He-Man, or hey, it reminds me of He-Man. That like cultural connection gave me a connection to Brutal Realm. And there's like so many people I bet that have no familiarity with He-Man or never even liked He-Man, but they see like, oh, that's Ogun. That's this reminds me of this from my heritage and my culture. Like that's what's really amazing about this project to me, specifically.
And that's what makes it authentic and not so contrived in its whole variety of cultures. Like it's not a forced thing. Like it's really natural. And when you step back and look back, I mean, it represents everyone. One of the most diverse lines I've ever worked on is the WWE universe. Like there's no line out there that is diverse as WWE. And they have everyone in there, right? But immediately Brutal Realm laid the foundation for that without even trying. It just became so natural. And that's another thing. Like you're right, brother. People saw like the certain characters, like wow, like that's who I always wanted. Like almost like when Sunman for the first time. Like wow, that's actually a really dope, big African superhero that I can look up to. There you go, and it's like wow, like for the first, you finally got a real brother. You know what I mean? And I can't wait till people do their own customizations and what they come up with. If it was all of them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I can't wait either. I can't wait to see what people put together. Like Truth Cap, like you've been saying, Vonner. Oh my God.
I can't wait for that.
And we talked about it last time when you guys were on pretty extensively about just the point of bringing in the lore and the mythos of the other cultures and how important that was. Representation mattering. David, and you mentioned Sunman, and the only reason, not for nothing, I bought Sunman after reading the Toy Collector magazine article about him, because I was like, that's freaking impressive. And then they brought him back into the line. And for those of you who don't know, Sunman was originally created, I wish I knew her name off the top of my head, by a black woman who, because her son was disappointed that there was no black He-Man figure back in the 80s. And I guess it was an offshoot. And then this year or last year, it became officially part of, the Masters of the Universe line, along with a couple of other figures. So it was really cool to see that, and then to see the representation. And, we joke that this one looks like Machu, and I somehow didn't I get the dwarf one that looked like me for some reason, but
Uric,
Uric.
Yeah.
But still, like it's awesome.
It was the eyes.
People making the eye.
Guys.
Those crazed eyes. To make the connection with it, and to the fact of Nico's point, right? He's got no connection to He-Man, but these have he makes a personal connection to it. In a weird transition, speaking of personal connections, Thanos Copter, boy, if you know his stuff, you can only imagine what he's going to be doing with these figures. Wants to know if we'll be adding a 3-pack reward for the female barbarians.
If you're talking about like an accessory pack for the female barbarians, yes. We're not releasing that yet. We have our artists working really hard on getting like all of the armor that's been previously designed to fit our new 2.0 body. So once that's all finished, and probably I don't even know how long it's going to be, we will definitely be releasing an accessory pack for the females. Yes.
That's awesome. And we got E. McNeil here is asking, he was just saying that Ogun was the one that fired my imagination. Always wanted to figure. That's awesome. And then another, guys, so generous. Drew Chase with the $10 super hat. Thank you so much, man. Realistically, what's the rollout going to look like? All 20+ characters released at the same time, or waves of 7 throughout the year? Sometimes it's easier on the factory. Have you guys gotten that far?
No. We're planning now, and we'll probably release them in waves and stagger them out. And especially since we know like which ones sold the most. When all that data comes in, and then it's like we can kind of wrap the waves around that. And or we'll organically see. But right now, like it's the Kickstarter isn't even over yet. And that's the dope part. Like hey, we can hit light speed. Who knows? Like who knows, baby? Stranger things have happened. So but once everything is wrapped up, then we can really take a broad view of everything and say, hey, this is how we can kind of roll these things out. But we'll definitely let you guys know. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Say if this thing hits 400,000, we need a mount.
That'd be crazy.
Not to set any expectations too high.
I was gonna say you're not too far either. We got a couple more questions popping in, which is great. Thanos Copter saying he meant the 3-figure pack like the other barbarians, so I guess like a discounted bundle pack type of thing.
Maybe in the backer kit.
Okay,
maybe in the backer kit we'll probably do that.
That's a good idea. There is a backer kit. Cool. All right, good.
Yeah, there will be definitely a backer kit. And for people who are asking about if anything's going to be offered in the backer kit, if we're going to have one, yes, there's a backer kit, and we're going to offer everything that we've offered in the campaign.
Okay.
Awesome.
I was going to ask that. Yeah.
OK Figures asks, would love to back all the Brutal Realm figures through Kickstarter, but that's impossible for him right now. Any idea if they will be available post Kickstarter?
Yep, they will be.
Okay.
You gotta get them all.
Via the backer kit, or also Big Bad Toy Store.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You gotta get them all. It makes such a good Christmas gift. It's all. Think of Christmas time now. You know what I mean? Like this is ladies.
Christmas time next year.
Ladies, if you hear my voice in the background or
really ahead, you're gonna skip over this Christmas and think of next Christmas.
Get your man. Get this gift set for your man. If you can hear me, ladies, somewhere. The daughters, somebody's kids, mamas, aunts, somebody. If y'all hear my voice, Get this for the people because they need it. Get this as the best Christmas gift they could possibly get. And when it arrives next year, they're going to thank you forever. Trust me.
They will.
You need one of those. You need one of those certificates, like for the Star Wars send away. Like, it's like you can. Somebody can throw that in a box and say, "Oh yeah, there you go. That's what I'm getting."
Yeah. I was going to ask if we're going to do the kiss thing and like put some blood in make the first run of packaging. Got our blood in it. Or something
Truly
like
brutal. Yeah.
I want to make the packages when you open them, the blood sprays out on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
like confetti.
Exactly.
Just make the cardboard. Make the cardboard really sharp so you get a paper cut or something. You know what I mean? It's gotta be some pain on opening these things.
This packaging is brutal.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the commercial, right?
Nico, I like how you're like confetti, and in my head I'm like, like an ink pack that they put in the bags when you rob a bank. That's where my head went.
Hey, different wavelength, but it's up in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. Same idea, just different ways of getting there. Cal the Collector asking if Machu could get a prototype and pose it around to see the figure's articulation. Cal working hard for you right here, Machu.
I gotta send him a super chat.
There you go.
Yeah. So I would. My 3D printer is out of commission. It's too much carcinogenics and floating around the house, and not proper ventilation. But I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Good excuse. Too much carcinogen.
Keep my fingers crossed.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see.
I don't have a mini gas mask for my son. for my 20-month-old.
Oh, that's right. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. All right. Well, Brick Something sent in a very generous $1.99 super hat saying, how does Jay Shot truly feel about the Muscle Mamas? I loved them. I think I bought 2. So there you go. I think I backed one, and then I backed one on BBTS as well. Rick Jones saying Beefy Boys need an elephant mount. So
they do.
Pushing for that. Thanos really pushing for the 3 packs of blank bucks for another tier unlock. Rabbit Hammer saying, and I agree with this, BBTS is the best. Their customer service is very good. They are very good.
And you know what? Big Bad Toy Store, they also really support independent community. Yeah. And I mean, they're really behind all of us, and they're really good people.
They are super good people. They're starting a program where if you're a small company and need help getting off the ground, they're collecting a tool set, so you can choose from any kind of body type, body style, any genre. Oh, you will be able to soon. And like if you want to make less than 1,000 figures of whatever you create, you'll be able to do it through them. They got some really cool ideas.
Wow.
Cool. Any secret information yet? There goes that press release.
It doesn't matter.
Sorry, guys. It's out
there. We don't give a damn.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah. Let me give you 333,000 reasons why they don't care. Rick Tom saying, "What up, fellas? Love to see Trevor and Nico on tonight. Keep crushing it."
What up, bro?
OK Figure says, "I'll send my girl the link," which is great. I love that. And then Pletho says, "LOL, get your man a muscle mommy. Needs to be a commercial."
Exactly.
But so I obviously you're seeing from the chat, everybody's loving these figures. Everybody's got ideas for what's next. Look again, I was not against She-Hulk. I just wanted her to come with an alternate head. That's all. Sorry. Yeah,
if we're making requests for mounts, though, giant Gila monster. I think some of these guys would look great on a big.
You know what, man? I never even thought about the Gila monster.
Yeah. Big. Lizard-esque. Whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah. Gila monster. Hell yeah.
Killer.
Yeah. Komodo dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really badass idea.
Elephant and a Giga monster.
Oh yeah, Death Clock, man. That would be. I love Death Clock, man. They would make a dope song.
Ooh, I gotta look up Death Clock.
Those guys. All of a sudden they're gonna get a hit in their searches.
That's another thing that Jesse Falcon, and also Jesse Falcon narrated the video for Brutal Row. But Jesse, the father of Marvel Legends and all that, he's my brother, and Jesse has always put me on some of the wildest stuff, like outside of toys and everything. And he was the one that first got me on Death Clock, and I was like, "Is this like real? Is this like what is this?"
We're all gonna. I was gonna say we're all gonna have to go check it out. Trevor,
Yeah.
I know that you're a little pressed for time. I did want to ask. I know that you got a couple of the figures or to shoot. Which one are you most excited to actually get in hand and shoot?
Oh damn! You put me on the spot, man.
Sorry.
I want to get Ogun. It's Ogun now. It's Ogun back because it's still one of my favorites. I love the new look of Chrome Man though. Like he looks really good. But I think it might be is it Owlman?
Owl King.
Owl King.
Yep.
Dude,
Owl
I
King.
can't wait for that. That thing
Yeah.
looks so cool.
Oh.
Just the piece over the chest and stuff looks amazing.
The feathers,
cool.
Plus
the feathers. The owl. I want
his
owl.
helmet looks cool too. That's what kind of pulls it off.
Yeah, I love it.
Really cool. His accessories are freaking badass. I printed them out months ago, and they look so beautiful. And we definitely need. I mean, they need a lot of work, but just what I printed out looked good. And I mean, it's very, very detailed. People are just going to be very enamored with the Owl King. And somebody asked, they had a comment through the Kickstarter about the articulation of the neck, especially with the Owl King, because he has that chain metal going down over his neck. So that will be a separate piece. It'll be a soft rubber like.
Oh, cool.
To not really hinder as much articulation, because I mean we want all of the figures to be fully articulate.
Yeah,
for sure.
So,
cool.
And this, I mean this.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah. He's really cool. This character is created. It's inspired by the Northman. With Mr. Skarsgård. I always forget that dude's first name. It came out last year before. Anyway, one of the main villain in there was wearing a helmet that James said looked to him like bird-like or owl-like, and this is what inspired that figure.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
It was a great movie. Yeah, it was really good.
So the owl itself, are those wings going to be replaced so you'll be able to pop those on and off, or will there be three
sets of wings
of it?
Yep, three sets of wings. We'll have the folded wings. We'll have the wings that are out like that, and all the wings are on ball joints, so you can move them all around.
Swappable.
And then swap them. Yep, you can swap them, pop them in, pop them out. And the other ones with the bent like that down at the bottom you see. So he's like gliding down, and the head is also has a socket, and the body has the ball. So it's going to be able to swivel his head 360.
Wild. That's great.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting a 3-pack for sure of those.
Hell yeah. That's one of the pledge adjustments I had to make when we introduced the 3-pack of the owls.
Animals, man. It's all about animals.
Animals.
We got another request for more articulation here from 796 Studios asking if it's too late for toe hinges.
Not necessarily too late for our toe hinges. Not necessarily.
I have two minds with toe hinges, man. Like in certain cases, like boots, or like like you just got like a superhero type foot. I don't know about bare feet. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I don't know.
Well, you definitely see a bend on the bare feet.
What's up?
Right? You would definitely see the bend on the toes of the bare feet. That would definitely help with the, poses and in the pictures. Help sell the movement.
Yep. That is true. I mean, I think we've just been so busy with like everything. We haven't. We thought about it once, and then it was just dropped, and we haven't thought about it actually until now.
Yeah, I think
you don't get
sometimes it's a give and take, because sometimes that the joint wears down. But that's when, like with the Odious, I made sure that everything was so tight because I knew that we posed a lot, and over time, it wouldn't wear down. You know what I'm saying? So But it's a give and take, and it makes sense, particularly that these guys have sandals or bare feet and all that other stuff. So. I don't, it depends on how we approach it, but it really depends. It depends on how we approach it.
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, the Kickstarter is almost finished. And if we added like another toe hinge, to that adds another piece, and that piece would cost molding cost, and molding is, as you all know, it's not cheap.
No.
So that's not even, that wouldn't even be factored in right now. So this wave, these 21 figures won't have the toe hinge, but that's not to say we won't later.
What if you were to go back and have like a accessory pack with different feet?
This is what I was just going to
say. That's a good idea. Yeah.
How many figures have you gotten alternate feet for? Like alternate shaped feet, not just like here's a shoe, here's a but like like bent toes. That would be cool, man. That's exactly what the plethora or whatever just said, and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, have an accessory pack. You got a lot of characters with bare feet, so you could do a lot with just a hand pack and bare feet and different.
I mean, if it was just bare feet to do the hinge toes, then yeah, that would definitely work. So that
at the same time, we really can't rule it out, because like that's when I come in and with the factory and
toe hinge,
throw my weight around.
That's right. Yeah,
so
for sure.
Can't rule it out. We don't rule it out, because originally it wasn't part of the plan, but this is ever evolving. Particularly now that that we're hearing so much positive feedback, but also like feedback that is constructive criticism, to even make it better. So with that, it's like, hey, I'm a big proponent of that. I mean, that's from the Stan Lee soapbox. You listen to the fans, and if you listen to the fans, they'll take you where you need to go.
That's right. Yep. Absolutely.
And I agree with that. I agree with Rick Dom here with the wrestling boots, because
bare feet wrestling boots.
I do have an idea of making a bunch of them wrestlers.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that, man.
Did you see?
Come on now, that writes itself.
Did you see Urix boots? They're laced in the front. Yeah, and that's our first. That's our first. We're gonna adjust those in the way they look, so they could potentially look a little bit more like maybe a wrestling boot.
Like I can't wait to see guys even do like NFL players, make a Earl Campbell, you know what I mean, or Dick Buckus or something like that. I mean, because their body is there,
Refrigerator Perry.
I can't wait to see what guys do with that.
I was talking with 796, and he brought up a great idea of because I don't have the set of the Wrecking Crew, and neither does he, but making customs out of the blank bucks with these
guys
would be awesome for the Wrecking Crew.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Have you guys? I think I talked to James about it on Legion's Lounge last time, but have you guys thought about like people creating third-party parts and stuff for these, and what you're going to allow, not going to allow, in terms of like some rules for third-party people? It's good to get those things, because it's going to happen whether you want it to or not.
And that's what we wanted to happen. Like Mythic Legions, I mean, they have tons of third-party people just customizing and painting, and they have people popping up all over. And they've hired people who've done and have have used what's his name, Dave Williams. His Buzz Off inspiration or what? Anyway,
tribute.
His Buzz Off figure. It's tribute. Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, and that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Of having these figures, like accessories being able to be all completely removed, so people can create their own stuff and add it to it. For sure.
And also too, we're actually kind of in some talks about having some potential licensing collaborations, where you'll see Brutal Realm, like that DNA. I say it like that. You'll see the DNA of Brutal Realm, possibly in other forms, So like, and again, it's kind of like, think of Ghostbusters WWE or Ghostbusters DC or something like that. Turtles DC, like those mashups. It's like now we can actually do collaborations amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? And it's not like we don't have to go through all the hoops to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said Brutal Realm TMNT, and I'm just thinking about these really super jack turtles. And I
Jack
also
Turtle.
I was like, I don't need more turtles.
You do.
We've played around with Photoshop with freaking a turtle shell and a turtle head.
I mean, can you imagine if that did happen? If we made a deal, like with either Playmates, Nickelodeon, or something like that,
Turtle
and we
head
did like
for
Brutal Realm Turtle, like oh man,
Oh yeah,
Brutal Turtle Ninjas.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Isn't it easy to get the licensing for TMNT? Isn't it like $40? Everyone's got it, including
it's a monthly subscription. Actually, you just it's like $19.95.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? To me,
You can bundle it with Disney and ESPN, I think.
But then again, like that counters what we want to do. Like I'd rather collaborate, with another independent. You know what I'm saying? Like a Brutal Audience or something like that, or we do something with Bobby Valor and them. You know what I mean? Like something where it's like it's really pushing that independent collaboration as opposed to like, I mean, we've been there and done that with all that, and I kind of feel like it's almost like we're being used and tricked into just buy into it. But here, when it's like on the independent level, it's like going to that concert and everyone in there knows this band. But everyone on the outside, they don't know anything. But to you, this is the best band in the world. They about to kill it, and they brought their friends. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's what I would like to see.
You had mentioned Odious, a Brutal Realm Odious, and I think Macho, you had even said that this afternoon, right? When the
with the Primal,
the Primal Bucks got unlocked.
Yeah, I was
like, it was like
literally
one of the first things he said. He's like,
yeah,
wouldn't it be crazy? Like he got like all roided up or something like that.
He got hulked out.
Hulked out.
It'd be a cool thing. This is my idea, so you can steal it. But maybe this is what you're doing. Like if you had, I'm just gonna pick a few out. You had Horseman, Spiro Toys, and you guys doing like a crossover type of thing, and they would make from existing parts one of your figures. You know what I mean? Designed, painted, like like Ogun or Uruk or something, and then everybody would do somebody else's thing. Cool. As a release.
When I was at Hasbro, that's what I said we should do with Mattel. We should do a Hasbro Mattel DC Marvel collaboration where we just like take each other, so we won't try to one up each other. And
like the old comic book crossovers, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Everyone looked at me like I had 6 eyes and 2 fucking heads, man. Like they couldn't fathom. They couldn't fathom that idea.
The lawyers are just like fainting in the background.
Brutal Legions.
Brutal Legions?
Brutal Legions.
Yeah.
Of the Kingdom.
Of the Kingdom.
We got a couple of questions coming in here too. Man Beast Boy says, wonder if Legends Hercules would fit nice into these. Always pictured him more beefy than the Legends fig.
They are the same height as the Legends Hercules, and we wanted to
Legends one though.
But as far as muscular wise, Hercules is no competition. I mean, I think Hercules should have been much bigger than he is. Personally, I mean, when you think of Hercules, I mean, when you watch, was it Lou Ferrigno play Hercules or anybody else for that matter, they were freaking jacked in the 80s movies or 70s, even before. They were freaking jacked.
Even like when Bob Layton, did the Hercules run when he got Galactus drunk. Like, he was jacked, That's a Captain Marvel. Like he was jacked,
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't know Galactus got drunk. I'm gonna have to go back and find that.
Yeah, only Hercules could do that. He got him drunk instead of devouring a planet. He got Hercules. He got Galactus drunk. Galactus was like, all right, I'll give you a pass this time.
It's a good way to do it.
How many Long Island iced teas does it take to get Galactus? Oh my God,
3,742. Yeah. Pablo saying Michael Bay Turtles, that this would be a good base for Michael Bay Turtles. Rabbit Hammer saying he just plays for Chromance. There we go.
Thanks, man. Yeah, also you will not be disappointed.
Thank you.
AWOC collab.
We love those guys. AWOC, Jason Bienvenido. Yeah, he's such a good dude. I've seen him at a toy show up in Maryland, and just like he just takes the time to talk to you. And you know, we got some cool things planned, and it's just a cool dude.
Yeah, they're doing awesome figures, man.
They are. I collect all of his
fun.
figures. Yep.
796 saying Machu and he were just talking brutalize everyone. There you go. Brutalize everyone.
We want to.
Last time you guys were on, and like we were just talking about like concepts and ideas after the show.
Yeah.
Like were you thinking about using any of those, of like using different body part swaps?
We've done nothing but talked about those concepts and ideas. Nothing but. Yes, we have that. It's planned. We don't have anything down on paper or as far as like concepts or anything. But yes, we constantly talk about that. Thanks to you, man. Yeah.
Okay. I have more ideas.
They're all in this book right here.
I'll save it for the after stream. I'll save those ideas for the after stream so nobody else takes them.
Yeah. Sweet. Appreciate that.
We got Ender stopping by. We also got Pablo asking or saying he's plans on making some Aztec and Mayan customs. Need more animals. Jaguars. I haven't seen a jaguar.
Yeah. We talked about those too.
Yeah, we did. We have talked about them. Yep. Yeah, you can go ahead and make your customs now, but we also plan on making actual characters and figures based on those cultures.
So when you guys were on last time, we didn't even talk about the whole primal part of the Kickstarter.
No, we didn't.
So you want to touch on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so our primal.
You don't have to, Jason, if you don't want to.
Oh yeah, I need to. The primal realm, man.
Yeah.
So the world of Gaia, right, is got many realms, and Brutal Realm was just the first of many. And Primal Realm, these guys come from Primal Realm. I don't want to say too much right now, but yeah. So what they are anthropomorphic mammals, and not just mammals. And we have other ideas for cold-blooded creatures too, and amphibian-like creatures. So what it is, it's our 2.0 body. This render here is on the 1.0 body, and it will be on the 2.0 body. It's sculpted fur. Somebody was asking if the pelvis piece or the crotch piece is going to be smooth, and if anything, it's going to have a light touch of fur on it as well. But if you look at the feet, I mean, they got claws on the feet. This is Lion Lord's bare body, and he's got claws, and for his gauntlets, he has like James mentioned this yesterday on the live stream with Kato. Somebody was saying, like, give him the claw shield, and we're like, Lion-O, he's a freaking lion. Why doesn't he already have freaking big ass lion hands, claws, and forearms? And that's James's idea. He's like, we're giving it to him. He doesn't need to have an accessory of a lion claw or the claw shield. He's gonna that's him. He's gonna have it already on both arms. So.
And that body, the Lion Lord leans right into the primal, the primal guys too, so obviously it's going to be a new body because of that, the texture and all of that stuff, which also lends itself to opening up, utilizing that tool, which opens up the whole primal thing. So with the Panther, and everything. So it just leans right in that with Lion Lord opening up that gate.
Yeah, and James created these using the Meta AI, and when he showed it, when I first woke up this morning, I saw his update with these photos, and these are really good representations. We already have a Monkey King head sculpt. We got to change we have to change his crown, because we don't want to take too much from a certain property, but these representations are very close. Like that Panther, if you scroll up, that Panther, we have a sketch already done by, I think it was by Jorge from Thundercats Classics, and it's like really close to what that looks like, really close. But you see his ears are pointed up like that, but when you see a cat make that face, their ears are like back like that. Their ears fold back, and that's what ours are going to look like. and there's going to be 2 head sculpts,
Nice.
at least 2 head sculpts with each one of these. And it's going to be all furred out, just like you see. And like Vonner said, when you take that body and you add sculpt to it, that's just a whole new mold, and that's why it was at the top of all the tiers. Like and the reason why it's at the top because everybody wanted a female. Athena beat out Lion Lord, so Lion Lord was the last, second to last unlockable tier on the Kickstarter, because that mold, the extra cost and funding for the molds. But yeah, James did an awesome representation through AI, using AI, because we didn't have anything to actually physically show people of what to expect with the primal realm figures. But if you go down to the next one, the Wolfman, he's gonna have the long snout. Yep, he's gonna have the long snout, more representation of an actual Wolfman. I mean, that in this here, I know a lot of people are like, oh, AI borrows from other people's art. Yeah, it does, and we appreciate and we love artists. We love all independent artists and big artists, and we appreciate what you all do. This is just a tool for us to help get things out quickly and to show kind of like, here's our idea of what we want to do.
This is the
and
possibility.
We're not just the possibility of it. Yeah. And we more than not are against AI for like trying to sell AI art. I mean, that's just dumb. Don't sell AI art.
Yeah.
But when you're using it as a tool for
it.
inspiration and for showing possibilities, then that's a great way to use it.
Yeah, as long as you're not literally reproducing this, then I mean, it's like, hey,
right, yep, exactly. It's
inspiration.
Inspiration, yeah,
right. It's all a concept, and
it's all a concept.
It's like the responsible. That's how you use it responsibly, right? To
yes, exactly.
The idea, and it's like and actually it's funny as an offshoot topic like I speak about that a lot, to children in schools and so forth, because the use of it can level the playing field for either time or just even where you are. You may not be able to utilize certain tools, certain computer programs, or afford it. So, being able to utilize AI responsibly is something that we need to discuss more and have more, because it's like there's no way to avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's coming whether we like it or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of basically complaining about how is corrupt. I mean, shit. I remember when I tested Photoshop when it was a demo. And I swear to you, my professor was like, "This shit is the devil."
I think we're the same age.
Yeah, I'm 52, bro. So it was like they hated that, and it was like anyone who uses this new digital bullshit is creating bullshit. And now look where we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's the responsible use of these tools that really makes the difference.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Exactly. And things that we can't get back, like time, precious time, we can't get back time. And if we can use AI to help with managing time, and you have all the, it's basically going to optimize our time for us, for everybody. Not speaking myself, not speaking for Realm Toys or anything. I mean, my company, we're implementing AI to help with like building reports and whatever, but it'll never take my job from actually building a rapport with my customers that I have,
right?
And taking my place. No, it's not going to do that. It's just going to help me be better at my job and use my time wisely for doing other things.
No, I think it just echoing what everybody was saying. It's the using of it responsibly, and then also coming in with that it is just a tool, and you gotta look at it that way. You got a bunch of you gotta jump.
No. I was just gonna say I am down for this panther and these cats and the animals, man, for sure.
Yeah,
this is really cool. And like snake or lizard men jacked up like that.
Can you believe? Yeah, can you imagine? Oh my god, yeah. We yes, a merman like figure.
A merman,
but not inspired by merman. Not inspired by merman, by another property.
See, to me, like I remember, Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man It had these 2 mutants named the Lobo Brothers. They were werewolves, and I loved them, and they just kind of went into obscurity. But man, I would love to see someone do like some Lobo Brother customs too, man. To really make them all feral.
Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, man,
right?
all that stuff.
Oh, Werewolf by Night, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't come out with a figure yet of that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're giving people a lot of homework, a lot of things to look up. We got the band they got to look up. They got to go look up Lobo Twins here. We got a bunch of comments flying in, some questions, a lot of praise. I'm gonna try to do these a little rapid fire, but give you guys a chance to answer. Okay, Figures says you guys would kill it with an Eric Powell's Goon figure.
Oh yes, I love
the Goon.
Goon.
Oh yeah.
Goon.
I talked to that dude. Yeah, I love that character. I don't know much about him, just the look, the overall aesthetic of him is just awesome looking. For sure.
Let's see. We got Brick Something saying I got behind, but the collab crossover talk is right up my alley. Me and Jason Spiro had a conversation about the exact idea. So there you go. In the works already.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Duac. Hopefully that's somewhat close. I have not backed action. Doke? I wasn't even close.
Doke.
Shocker. I have not backed action figures since Mythic Legions on Kickstarter, but for some reason I had to on this one.
Man.
Great work. Really thinking of how to add these to a Dio. I can't wait to see that. Jason Brown's got a question. He says the furry bodies. I believe he means the primal. Is it a new tooling?
He did say that it was answered. It was a new tooling.
Got it. Cool. All right. See, blowing right loose.
2.0 body with sculpted fur added.
So same body, sculpted fur. Bird warriors with wings.
That's a good. I mean, you never know. Or bird mounts.
Sure.
Bird mounts. There you go. Face on Lion Lord going to be more bestial, like in the newer picks.
Yeah,
we are gonna have another. I don't know if it's gonna be Lion Lord or no, actually I know it's not gonna be Lion Lord. I don't know if maybe.
Okay.
I like what you got.
Maybe got something in the works.
There you go. Stay tuned. That's what I'm hearing. Good.
We are gonna make after this this is called our hero buck. We're gonna make another brute buck, which is 7 to 8 inches tall, and also a titan buck that's 9 to 10 inches. But on the brute buck, we are going to make a black lion character, which will have the more bestial head sculpt. It's been out. You can probably see it on one of our old posts, but yeah, we're definitely going to do more bestial head sculpts rather than more human looking for the primal.
Very cool
figures.
There's certainly an ask for them. You got Pablo is saying a beefcake American bald eagle with an American shield. And Figure Report saying the wolf primal makes me think of the game Altered Beast. I could see that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Altered Beast, bro. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Trevor, I know that you are short on time, and I see the message here, man. First and foremost, thank you for being here. For taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Trevor.
I absolutely love your work. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you, Dave. That's a lot.
I love you, man.
Man. Thank you.
Dope, bro.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thanks.
very much appreciate what you've done for those photos. I mean, everything else, the supporting and encouraging and lifting us up, man. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, well, I think when we first talked, the first time we had our one of our meetings, I think you guys were, I mean, you still were like, what do you think of them? Do you think they're cool? Like, you think they're good? I'm like, I think these are going to do really well. I really think these are going to do really well. Like, just the aesthetics of them is really cool. Getting them in hand, as rough as they were still fun to play with. People are going to love these. Congrats on, like, it's going up $1,000 every 5 minutes here. I'm sitting here watching this over here. So congrats, man. Like,
thanks, man.
Amazing appreciate rollout. Can't wait to get these in hand. All you guys did a great job on this.
Thank you so much.
Can't wait to see Vaughn, are you going to be at Legions Con or what? What's going on? You coming with these guys or no?
I'm going to be at Joe Lanta. Up. So I'll be there. And then, if I pop up, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I might pop up on your couch. Who knows? You know what I mean?
You're welcome anytime.
Give a brother a ticket. I'll be there.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll catch up. Guys, thank you very much for having me on.
Thank you so much, Trevor.
Thanks, Trevor,
All right,
man.
take care, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And just as Trevor leaves, little public service announcement. You got 3 more days on your August picture here for Trevor's calendar. Don't forget to change it. Don't forget to change it to September. I think I used about 2 months out of this calendar actually because I kept forgetting to flip it.
Man, old school calendars.
Yeah,
I love those.
so I'm sure he'll have new ones available at Legion's Con.
Yeah,
keep plugging even though he's not here. Oh. All right, so here we go. We got another one. Mythic Dolphin says the Brutal Realm Kickstarter has been gaining about $1,000 an hour since everything has been unlocked.
Yesterday was Tiffany's birthday. That's Mythic Dolphin.
Oh,
Yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday, Tiffany.
Her biggest wish was Athena being unlocked.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
we go. Yeah.
Yep,
Mine
there you
too.
go. She's been our biggest supporter. Like one of the at least our Kickstarter supporter, like answering people's questions. Although some things
on it.
She has been on it. Yeah,
Awesome.
really appreciate her. Yep, she's done, and she's going to be at Legion's Con with her family.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Lots of people are going to be at Legion's Con. So there you go, David. You got to come out. It's
I know. I gotta come out and play because all the cool kids playing. I won't come.
All the cool kids will be there
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So yeah.
Nico,
Yo,
you
I'm put
coming?
on my play clothes and get dirty.
if all goes well, your
Huh?
boy might be at Legion's Con.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
nice.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
returning. It's been like 2 years since I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Missed you last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's
crazy.
that's a little drive
Crazy.
for you, right? Like 30. What 30?
You think I'm driving that? No, I'm flying, baby. Spirit. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it out there.
That's awesome. We're excited to see you again. We didn't really get much time in San Diego this year. It was a
Man.
blip, I feel like.
San Diego is so crazy. Like,
Yeah.
there's people where I'm like, you was there? Like, why didn't we link up? There's people that I saw and it's like, man, we should get like dinner, and then I don't see them for the rest of the weekend. Like, it's such a crazy weekend, man.
It is.
Blinking, you miss it.
really is.
Everybody is there.
Yeah.
It's
It all
nuts.
happens too fast. Rick something is asking if the beast will be able to have more of a hunched over posture like that wolf.
That's a good question. The articulation that we have, I mean, hopefully we can get in that pose without doing an actual hunched over version of it. Like the ball joint on the neck. I mean, the upper torso ball, the waist, the waist, the pelvis, and the lower abdomen's ball joint there and swivel. Hopefully we can get in that pose. And the shoulders, I mean, they'll be able to pop out and then go forward too. We should be able to get in that pose.
It would be it would be using this buck, right?
Yeah. Yep. That book.
Yeah.
The same book. Yep.
I could see the wheels turning in Machu's head already and how we would do it.
Are you gonna are these also offered as blank bucks? Like where?
That's a
other
good question, and that's something like we for the females. When the females were unlocked, somebody brought that up to me, and I was like, "Crap! Well, why don't we have blank female bucks?" And then now they're offered. So yeah, we definitely need to offer these as blanks. Absolutely. So
different colors,
Yep.
Yeah.
There's probably the colors of the wolf, the panther, which would be black, the wolf would be brown, and the monkey it'll be like more of a blackish brown color, and then Lion Lord, which is that a little bit of orangish tannish color. So four colors, yeah, we can probably we'll talk to James about that, and probably in the backer kit will be offered.
What about a possible fifth color?
The exclusive color.
Blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you.
Beast.
Look at you.
Maybe.
Starting stuff. You want to be starting something.
Thinking.
Oh,
You
Oh,
want to
man.
be starting something.
that's a good idea, man.
Is Danny
Oh,
listening?
man.
Is Danny from Hasbro? You see what they doing to you, Dan? You see what they doing to you, Dan? They starting something. They starting something, y'all.
I mean, look at it. I mean, come on. It's perfect.
It is, yeah. I mean, maybe the arms aren't as long as they should be, and the legs are maybe a little bit too.
I think it's more because he's squatting usually. That's why you think
That's
his
true.
arms are
Yeah,
longer.
true. Yeah, true.
Put a
Hey,
lab coat on and it'll be fine.
I mean, you can do
Yeah.
a non-blue, non-hair version of him, Hank McCoy,
Mhm.
Yeah,
before
right.
before he turned beast
Right
mode.
with the regular.
That's what everybody wants, a non-beast beast. Yeah.
I do.
I actually do.
Well, Power
I
Down
do.
Colossus. I know we've been pushing for that for a while.
Power,
so.
Yeah.
I was at bank. Headrock asking, will there be a green naked buck blank?
Oh yes,
for Hulk body?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely,
Right.
yeah, of course.
There you go.
Look, I'm also asking for a green female buck because look, I'm Artman Customs. You know, I'm a custom guy. I got 1,000,001 things I want from this line. I want the green female buck for She-Hulk and female orcs, right?
Oh,
and,
orcs. Oh, brother.
Come on, man. Come on, some green, a green plain body for some orcs. I'm gonna just drop the ideas on you. Brutal Lucha, that's one. Gotta have it.
You wait. How many times have I taught? How many times?
I'm telling you, wrestlers and Lucha, that'd be great.
Ooh,
brutal.
Yeah.
We talked about Maya, we talked about Aztec, but what about Olmec? Some brutal Olmec going on. That'd be crazy.
We've talked about that too. Yep.
We talked about Hercules, but I want Heracles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I want the real OG Greek. No disrespect to the Marvel Hercules, you know what I'm saying? But I want the real deal. Okay. I want
That's
that.
where it started. That's where it started.
And
that's right.
This could be female or male. Brutal Maori. That would be crazy. Pacific Island, you know what I mean? Love my Pacific Island.
Yeah. Somebody else mentioned that. Somebody mentioned that the other day.
Samoan, you know what I'm saying?
Samoan's
already got. We taken over.
Someone mentioned that the other day,
bro. Mondo
Maori,
custom.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. There's a lot we could do.
Yes. Hey, you should write that down and send it to me, or both of us.
I got it in the note. I'll send it.
Send it. Send it.
I don't forget nothing. I heard it. I'm writing it down.
I'm glad you don't. I got so much going on. I forget everything. Like I'll forget this conversation after. Yes.
The blue buck.
Yeah. Not because of Beast. Maybe you just want a jacked up Smurf. I don't know.
There you go.
Hey, speaking of Smurfs, like I love.
It's not on my bingo card tonight.
I love that license. I love that property. Like as a 5-year-old kid, my birthday cake was, and my mom made a birthday cake in the shape of a Smurf for me because I love the Smurfs are freaking all that. The whole lore, not just the Smurfs, but the lore, Pee-wee, and all the rest of those guys, Gargamel. And
I love where we're going. I love this turn. I love this turn.
I love Smurf, man.
Which Smurfette did you like? Did you like the blonde or the redhead Smurf?
The redhead.
Yeah, man. She was so dastardly. A little dastardly.
She was. This fiery little girl.
Two things immediately come to mind. One, would it be Papa Swolio, like Papa Smurfio? Would he be like a swole, like just like I'm
nah, that's Papa Smurf in his younger days. You know what I mean?
He just jacked out of his mind.
You know, when them blue moons was coming, he was showing out.
Henrock says it's hold on. I gotta take it.
And the other thing, Jason, you said Smurfs, he's superior. I was like, how do we feel about the Snorks?
Oh man, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Not as like.
I like me some.
Not
Snorks,
as
man.
cool, I think. Not as cool, but I do love the Snorks too. I do love the Snorks.
The Snorks had a better theme song though. I will say
they did have a better theme song.
Yeah. Oh,
they did.
Right.
Snorks were pretty
cool. Just real quick, so Red Dog 5 says just backed. Wow, incredible craftsmanship.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So
you know what else? Something else is really humbling is we've surpassed our funding goal and unlocked all the tiers, and we didn't have all the renders. So we didn't have all the renders on the new body with the new accessories, and we still made it. We still were able to get there without having all that stuff, and that just goes to show how much people believe in this line and we greatly thank you and appreciate it all much.
I was just gonna say though, don't cut yourself short, right? Like you and Jason and Bonner, you guys have been you've been making the rounds, right? I mean, you guys are on the streams and stuff and showing off the figures, and you same thing you did too, right? Like you might not have all the renders, but the pieces you do have, you send it off to Nico, he paints it, Trevor shoots it, all of a sudden it's real, it's tangible,
right?
And
also too, big shout out to Toy Collector Magazine, Blake over at Toy Collector, that all that stuff got in there too, so it landed just when when the Kickstarter started. So it was so great, to see how turned it to like an idea, just talked about, and then these customs and then everything just made into that book, and that's what you have, and again, like that's the community, standing for each other. And now that's a collector's item. I mean, we made it, right?
That's right. That's right, man. That's right.
mean,
I shouldn't open it too much. I don't want to crease that spine.
That's a special issue right there.
It is.
Buy multiples, sign it, and we'll
issue 13.
Get
Yeah,
it flagged.
definitely.
raffle it off.
Get it flagged.
So,
Absolutely.
all right, what else we got here? Human Beast would be a fun figure. It's a great idea to have a green woman buck.
Sabretooth. Yeah, we talked about Sabretooth.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm thinking more and more about that green figure. I think we really should do it.
Savage Dragon.
yeah.
Hell yeah. We talked
Dragon
about that
would be
too.
awesome.
Yep. Why haven't more freaking Image comics been made into freaking
Great question.
action figures, bro?
I think we all know the answer to that.
Yeah, we do.
Let's say it.
We do. Wildcats. That was my book right there.
Wow, Wildcats.
Jim
Yeah, a
Lee.
lot of things coming up today that I was not expecting on the old bingo card for tonight. We are hitting our 90-minute mark, which I can't believe we gotten this far already.
Wow.
What else? Chat. Nico, Jason, David. What do you guys want to talk about? What else can we hit on? I think I did have one just real quick. Cal the Collector had asked this question. We were talking about something else, but which are the let's do a little recap. Which are the 4 main figures in the line?
We don't know now. I mean, damn. Ogun, we know is the number 1.
Yeah.
After that, it's whatever your top 4.
Yeah. Well, you have your 4 main characters, right? And then you have, of course, General Grimskull, the main villain, right? So he's definitely so I can't say 4 main characters, but definitely Ogun. Crowman. Cronin is a really cool character. He's more of an homage but I mean he's still a cool character. But definitely Crowman. Owl King, I love Owl King, and I love they're all my babies. Khan and the Great Khan, and Yurik. God, they're both of their colors. They just really stand out. They really stand out so much. They're all mains. They're all mains.
Yeah,
I mean, they got their own story to tell.
And I kind of think for the heartstrings, though, I think guys are really going to kind of gravitate towards Cronin. You know what I'm saying? Like just for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? I think they're going to gravitate towards that. But I think that's also the beauty of having variety. Like, our main characters may not be your main characters. You know what I mean?
Right.
And to me, like that's what I always loved about Marvel Comics. Like, your main guy may not be my main. Like, I grew up in the projects and I love Thor. Like, inside and out, I wanted to be Thor. I loved everything about Thor. I loved that. And the dynamic between him and his father, I just loved everything about that. And that was so odd for a kid like me to even love that. So the fact that variety is there, it just goes beyond, what some folks may think is normal. And it really kind of encapsulate what this line is really all about.
Yep. Don't worry, Tiffany. I saw your question the first time. Yes, there will be primal female figures.
There you go.
Definitely.
I feel like the longer we stay on, the more people keep asking for stuff. So
more stuff.
More stuff keeps going in.
Hey, keep driving that Kickstarter up so we can, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
we'll make it all.
Link in the chat, so you guys can find it here. Depending on where you're watching, you'll be able to find it. We'll also add it to the description in there. But I mean, guys, like, what's next? What's next for you guys? Like, I mean, obviously, you got 26 hours to go. In the Kickstarter. So if you haven't made your adjustments, make your adjustments. If you haven't made your pledge, make your pledge. I would say go in there and get an unlock, but I mean, you got to come up with new unlocks at this point.
I think we have something special planned for 400K. Don't we, Vonner?
Ooh.
Yeah. A little.
Am I going to have to change my pledge again?
You can't donate $62,000.
A little shimmy over there. We're going to do it all.
And then so I mean, like, obviously, like, we just the ideas that we're flowing tonight, I'm sure based off of the success here, when we gonna see you back? What's the Brutal Realm Kickstarter Part 2? Electric Boogaloo.
Oh wow.
Part 2.
Well, these probably won't roll out. Well, not probably. They will roll out in 2025. So with that, I think that we'll also like the train isn't going to stop. Like not only we're going to show the development of the line, but also show where we're going to go with the new. So then when we can ramp up, and also too, it's like we got to know who else is coming with their crowdfunding campaigns and. Or even if that's the route we want to go, like preferably I would rather just, hey, like this is it, guys, go get it. You know what I mean? Like that would be the ultimate. You know what I mean? But so we will have to kind of see because there could be fatigue there, and we don't want to get, I mean, this was a perfect storm. We navigated it, but hey, we really have to see what the landscape is going to be coming up next. And then playing around that. And then, but the one thing is definite is that we'll be informing the fans like all the way along, so, stay tuned.
Definitely. Yep. So, I mean, we have tons of ideas. And one thing that we're not lacking in is ideas. And also, I mean, I think the next wave, I mean, this one's kind of like a multiple wave. I would say maybe a wave like 1.5, and maybe 1 3/4 or 2 with the Primal Realm. But the next full-on wave, I mean, we're looking maybe the year after 2026, possibly. We're just going to see how well this does, how well people receive it. And, we're thinking maybe some more villains. Definitely some more villains.
Got to get your dwarves. That's how it all started.
That's right, man.
Touch on,
that's right.
The Shadar and
we didn't. Yeah, Shadar.
General.
Yep. General Grimskull. Yeah.
Actually, that kind of leads into what we have special if we do hit 400.
Okay.
We do have something. We discussed it, and if we get to that point, I think you'll really kind of dig what we have, what we'll showcase.
All right. One more question here from Mythic Dolphin asking if the Kickstarter backers will be able to back more figs in the backer kit at backer kit prices.
Well, when you say more figures, like additional figures, or just like what we've already offered in the campaign, if so, then yes. We don't have anything else to offer except for that female accessory pack, which we have yet to design. But they will be backer kit prices. The prices, I believe, will slightly increase. So if you haven't yet, I mean, get that Kickstarter going and back then. That's going to be your best option, your least expensive option.
All right. Well, I mean,
26 hours to go.
That's it. Let's get to 400. Well, you got it's just went up again. Every time I open the page, it goes up again. So you're at 930 backers, 931 now at this point. Macho and I are taking credit for all these in the last hour and a half.
Absolutely.
But yeah, now you got the tease. Let's go get 400.
Yeah.
And guys, super excited to see what happens next. I mean, Nico, you're incredibly talented. Your work is now getting out there with everybody. It's always awesome to see Jason. I mean, you and James and your passion for these figures and these stories have just been incredible. And David, I mean, I don't really know what to say at this point with you, man. Like, it's just an absolute legend in the industry. And it's been a real honor to talk to all you guys again. Joe Atlanta coming up. You guys will be there at Joe Atlanta. We're trying to convince all of you to get to Legion's Con. Nico, where you headed next?
Oh boy, yeah. In terms of cons, Legion Con, might be at LA Comic Con just as a guest, just walking around, supporting other people. But Legion's Con, I'll be there hanging out with people. And yeah, I'll be working on prototypes. I'll be working on some Brutal Realm stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but like the Odious Kickstarter, I did the weapons pack for that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a variant. There were some chases that I through in the package.
Yeah.
That I sent to Wade. I don't know where they went. I don't know who got them. Somebody got some gold over there, you know.
Oh man!
Hopefully we'll be able to get some more variants in.
That's sweet.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
just
I was texting Wade today or the other day, so we need some stuff cooking. Cooking. The pot's boiling, baby.
It's so exciting and it's so awesome to see all this, but there is a part of my wallet that is just screaming like, no more, just stop, no more cool stuff. Yeah, please, he's already dead. Machu, you're heading out for a whirlwind of a weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Toy Amigos meetup at Frankensons this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he go be there for that
Just
too.
add him for me.
I will.
And
on the
I gotta
mouth.
fight at him too.
On the mouth.
We got some light beef. We gotta talk about.
All right, I'm here for that. Awesome guys. I mean, if you don't know where these guys are, follow at Brutal Realm on Instagram. Check out the YouTube channel as well. Go back to Kickstarter. Artman Customs at David Bonner. Make sure you're following everybody if you're not. I don't know what else you guys got. Nothing else.
Take us to 400. Take us to 400. You got something
400.
The road to 400K starts now. So just a quick thank you to you guys for showing up and being here with us. Thank you to Trevor, 16 Shooter, and obviously thank you to James as well. And congratulations to all you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you to the chat. Thanks for being here and coming up with awesome questions. And whether you're watching us live or on the replay, we appreciate the hell out of you. So go out there, go make stuff like these guys. Go make content. Be proud of yourselves.
You can do it. If you have questions, I'll ask. I will answer. We'll answer. We'll help you out.
No gatekeeping. No gatekeeping here.
Absolutely.
But leave Wednesdays alone. That's no more Wednesdays. That's all I'm saying. All right. Go make some stuff. Make some content. Go make something you're proud of. Be proud of yourselves. And Machu, cue that outro.